August 2025. Today, another price video. This is for Wednesday the 13th of August. We've got Trump speaking at 11:15. So let's get into it. If you watched yesterday's video, we bottom ticked the TP. We reversed off of this and carried on to make new all-time highs. So using the logic of if we took out higher time from erl, then we can expect a short-term move into IRL, which is exactly what we did yesterday, where we made $1,700. Now today is probably a bit different because we've taken that previous day high, we've taken the ultimate draw on liquidity, which is all-time highs. So right now we're sitting above previous day high. We've dropped into it and pushed out of it. So on the higher time frame wise, this is what we look like. So we open, low, high. As you can see, we do actually have a little market maker buy model into this gap, into here, buy it back up to here. We can zoom into this. So I'm just going to remind myself of the goals as a trader. Find the draw on liquidity, trade in that direction. So that is the only goals as a trader that you need. You find the draw on liquidity, you trade in that direction. There's no strategy, it's just you find where we're going, trade in that direction. There's no overthinking, there's nothing like that. If you're wrong, it's because your draw on liquidity was wrong. But we'll zoom into this buy model. Go into the 5 minute. As you can see, we come into here, buy, back up to this high. So we are respecting bullish PDs, being this gap. So what I would argue now, the next 4-hour candle opens at 10. So I believe at 10 or half 10 we may short into this gap that we're making. But right now, we're just taking out erl, previous candle. 9 o'clock is opened, so we are making all-time highs as we speak. We've just taken out this erl, so we could be coming down into this IRL, this range. Obviously we've just made a new range, so we don't actually need to come that low. We could just come to surely there's something lower, maybe this low. But right now at 9 o'clock, I'd probably be a bit more bearish into this level. But we'll see if 9 o'clock wants to open high, take out erl, and then short into the higher time from IRL. But we'll just see. So this is 9 o'clock open. We'll watch the open, low, high, close. Okay, so we actually suit this high. So now we can see if we want to start shorting towards the IRL objectives. Like I did say, we are making all-time highs as we speak. We're just taking out this erl, meaning I'd expect a move into this IRL. This being the very obvious IRL in this dealing range. And then lower targets as well. So yeah, right now I'd be way more bearish. If 9:45 puts into the same position, then yeah. But so far, not coming lower. Obviously, when we're trading all-time highs and we're just pumping higher, it's not as easy to don't know why it's not working. Not as easy to predict price. Yes, very choppy. But yeah, there's no levels to the left, meaning we're purely basing it off time. Meaning half 10 is an interesting time window if we don't get a single idea and trade. then we'd expect half 10 to provide us that short entry if we don't get it already, but that's just a trick that we've got in our arsenal just in case. So at half 9, as you can see, we open high, we then start displacing lower into these objectives. It looks like this could be on the cards. Maybe the first presented could take us to these levels, and we don't get a first presented, so that is exactly what price does. What did we actually dip into? There's no key levels. All price is filled in right now. So it does look like right now it'll probably be a half 10 trade. We don't want to force it, but yeah, right now there's no levels to the left. It's very hard to trade when there's nothing on the left. So this may be a day that we just don't trade, and that's fine because it's not obvious. If we are bearish though, then this is the only gap that's been printed. So you would expect this gap to send us bearish. We could put a forward test on it. We wouldn't take it, it's not that obvious, but we'll see. We'll just put the stop and the high. We don't need to do nothing crazy. Just pretend as if we were in it. I suppose we could put light risk on. Kind of ruins the R though, but we'll just pretend as if we did get into it. So yeah, it doesn't really look great. Okay, big displacement. Does it hit our level? Yeah, so this would have been the first TP. The top of this gap. Can I delete? Can I delete this? This is our first partial, second partial, and third, fourth. So we'd be partialing right now. We've got a new dealing range, so our stop would go here. And if we're bearish still, with the draw on liquidity being bearish, then this gap should send price lower. We do have a new candle opening, so we now have a new IRL level on the 4 hour. Don't know why we're on. So yeah, a new level that we could partial off of and see, but we'll just skip. And there's second partial done. We'll just keep skipping this out. If we're bearish, should expect this inverse to hold and this gap to send price lower. Could put another little short position on here. Stop loss, just to say there. Just to have a look and see. And there's our third partial. Great. New dealing range. We're bearish. This gap should hold price. New dealing range. If we're bearish, then this gap should hold price. I'm expecting a retracement at half 10. See what half 10 does. We may even hit TP at half 10. We don't. So we've just got to remember that all of these levels are IRL, meaning half 10, if we was to get a position, it would be a position from IRL to ERL targeting these highs. So if we get a long setup, we'd only be targeting this high, but it does look like we're just going to hit TP on the original target, and we do. So not a trading day, but a forward testing day, or recorded live. So technically we made 0, but we forward tested the idea So I'm very happy with that. That would be a day where we've got nothing to the left of us. We're currently making all-time highs. There's not much to target. Bit of a harder day. But yeah, same logic applies. This high gets taken out. That's at ERL. And what do we do from ERL? We move to IRL. So in the higher time frame, we're aligned with this turtle soup. If that makes sense. So yeah, we'll see if we do get a trade. We'll see if we can, but it's got to be obvious. Okay. Very choppy, so probably not much is gonna happen now. But if we was to take this trade, let's do some maths. This is 4.23R. That is not what I'm going to be typing. Why is it still doing that? Okay, so that would have made us 22115. And then this one, 447. 2235. So in total, we would have made 4,350. So technically we would have made $4,350 from this trade. Obviously both forward tested, but you know, you saw it live. I did it in front of you. I didn't fake the forward test. You saw it happen. Obviously we didn't take it, but we would have made $4,350 on Wednesday with 1% risk. So yeah, hopefully you guys learned something, and I'll see you guys in the next video.